Morning! Hello, it's Friday. I'm Joanna and welcome to my morning instant body booster. How are you, lovely people? I hope you are really, really well. This is session 29 of my morning instant body booster. Quick, simple exercises, mobility and stretching, posture enhancing to help you start your day a little bit brighter. So I'm really happy to have you here. Come on in, say hello, grab yourself a cup of coffee, and gosh, we've got Wendy, we've got Anne, hello, we've got Sue, Chris Parks, how you doing? I hope those folds are okay. And lovely to see you, Noelle. Thank you so much for coming. I always like to come a little bit early. If you're new to this, I go live about 8:25. I really like to share my one good cup of coffee a day with you just to build some connectivity. This is session 29 of these morning instant body boosters. Just something I started to really help us feel a bit more together, enhancing our physicality, just to build us together as we've gone and going through the coronavirus challenge that we're all facing. So wherever you are in the world, I hope you are well, I hope you are safe. And I'm really excited to share with you today, due to sort of people asking, we're also streaming live, not only on Facebook, we're also streaming live on YouTube. So thank you very, very much for all your support, and hello lovely people on YouTube for the first time. This is from my home in Hertfordshire. You're very welcome in the kitchen. It's all keeping it real, and it's all about helping us feel connected with simple posture mobility exercises that start our day a little bit brighter. So come on in, say hello. Angelique, hello. Linda, hello. Kathy, hello. Kim, how are you doing? Morning, June Ward, and Catherine, really, really nice. So big hello. Now, Fridays. It is customary on Fridays that we are in our PJs, because I know we have a bit of a PJ brigade who have been joining me every day. So if you are, can I have a big thumbs up if you are in your PJs? And it is customary that I tend to do my Fridays in my PJs as well. So give me a little thumbs up. And also it's evidence that I'm in my PJs. This is the top of my PJs, but I'm not going to wear that today because you won't be able to see what I'm doing. There we go, pillow talk. There you go, evidence for you. So how are we doing, lovely people? It's bright and sunny with me. I hope it is bright and sunny with you, and a little bit of happiness in your heart. What have I got planned today? Well, today we have a special desk stress reliever, all about kind of a really yummy session at the end of the week. In fact, good at any time of the day and also any time of the week, but it's really designed to help open up tight hip flexors, ease all that sort of tension that we might have in the neck and shoulder area, but also in the middle back, because we tend to get quite sort of slumped when we're sitting at our desk a lot. So if you're involved in homeschooling, big shout out to you. If you're actually working from home, big shout out to you. If you're going out to work and you're doing night shifts and you're one of our amazing people right across the world, and I know there's quite a big community of you who actually come and do this in terms of our care profession, big love, and I hope this gives you some ease to your body as well. Okay, so this is how I'd like you to set up your room. Have your mat sideways, and you're going to need a chair. And I've got my chair sort of at the end first of all, and if you don't have access to a chair, you could use a sideboard or a wall. That will work equally well. And if you feel a little bit with your chair, you want to actually put it against the wall like this, you've got a bit of extra stability, that's great. But I'm actually going to have mine like that. And a cushion is useful just to give us a little extra lift if we need to support the hips. But other than that, it's just you and your body. You don't need to have shoes. And have a little sip of water. And I think we'll get going very soon. I've forgotten one thing to tell you. It's customary on Friday that we actually celebrate Friday. And over the weeks I've been doing this, because this is end of week 6, first of all we had confetti, and then we had sort of party bangers, but because we're in lockdown we've exhausted all of those in my house. Then I had petals from our garden, but because it's actually been raining over the last few days, I haven't been able to use any petals. So today I have rice from the house. So are we ready, everybody, just to celebrate Friday and say thank you so much for your support. Woohoo! There we go. Thank you very much. I'm just now getting looks from my family about who's going to clear that up. Anyway, on that note, let's begin. So, here you are with your chair, and what I'd like us to do first of all is just facing your chair, start thinking about having good posture. And there's something that's really important right through the whole of this session. It kind of relates to everything within my work and my WalkActive system. It's my global greeting. So what I mean by that is keeping the alignment between the hip and your ribs. So we're trying to avoid this sinking in. So if you make this shape with your thumb and your little finger, put your thumb into your hips, little finger to your hip bone, and just try to keep that length. And that's going to be something I'm going to refer back to quite a lot through this actual session, okay, to keep that length, all right? Space in your spine, but distance between the ribs and the hips. So from here, just take a big deep breath in, stretch up really, really tall, energize through those fingertips, reach, 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 deep breath, and then breathe out. Good, let's do that again. Now as you gather up this time, I'd like you to think about there being space in all of the joints, so the ankle joint, the knee joint, coming up above the pelvis, up through the spine, up and deliciously through the neck to the crown of the head, and then feel how you've got tautness in the muscles as well. So there's a combination of space in the joints and tautness and stretch in the muscles. Take a deep breath in and then breathe out. Okay, good. Now rest your hands lightly on your chair and you're going to take a step back and you're going to make a shape. We're going to make an actual triangle shape. So the hands are resting lightly here. You've got integrity with your body. And I'd like you to think about making a triangle shape. So the triangle shape is the bottom of the triangle is the floor. The side, the perpendicular side is coming up here by the chair. And you are going to be the diagonal shape. From the ankles, coming up through the hips, lengthen through the crown of the head, and if you imagine that you would continue that line, you would actually dissect the line of the chair going up. Explore what feels comfortable for you. So you may well feel a stretch in your calf muscles, you may feel that you need to come away a little bit more, but rather than pushing into the chair, you are lifting up. So come back to that concept of space in the ankle joints, in the knee, coming up over the thighs, in the pelvis, and continue that length all the way through. So just getting tiny little bits of space all the way through the body. Now from here, lovely people, come up onto your toes, keep the heels up, and you're just going to push back with the hips staying high. That's really important. So the hips are going back, and as the heels come back, the arms will be a little bit bent, and you're just supporting yourself. Now the key thing here is if you need to bend the knees, please do, but your bottom, I want you to think about your bottom going out. Imagine you've got a light on each butt cheek, and you're shining it out. So you're long through the spine. Now from here, ease the legs back. So we've changed the shape from a triangle to a box. So I have a parallel line from the floor to my feet, and a parallel line from my hands all the way down my spine. So think about energizing along the spine, along the hands, and if you need to have a bend in the knees, please do, but you're lifting the tailbone up. So this is where you're going to feel a little bit of a, ooh, hello, how are we doing today? And remember, this is just about easing, building body awareness. Take a lovely deep breath in and just explore into this. A couple of things I just want you to be aware of. Check that you're not gripping with the hands, because if you grip with your hands, you'll have tension here in the shoulders. That's what we're trying to get rid of. So you're light with the fingertips, long through the spine. Feel yourself long through each side of your body, lifting up your tailbone, shining and being proud with that light, almost illuminating the ceiling behind you. Take a deep breath in, a little bit of abdominal contraction, and then you're going to bend the knees and you're going to do little tiny baby steps in towards your chair. How was that? Okay, now remember that, so we're going to come back to that at the end. Now what I'd like you to do is actually come really close to your chair so that you actually have your hips and your body touching it. Now this is going to give you a good reference point. Lift up again, come back to your global greeting and have your thumbs by the sides of your body, and you're just going to scrunch your shoulders up to earlobes, rotate them round so your little fingers down by your thighs, and then relax down, just loosen it out. Okay, let's do that again. So thumbs by my thighs, scrunch up, rotate round and down, nice and loose. So this is a really nice way to kind of, if we've been at our desk all week like this, to open up and encourage that nice postural alignment and the correct movement of the shoulders. Okay, so from here, take the arms out in front of you, and you can have a little bend here if you want. Have the contact here with the hips, and as you're going to breathe out, this arm is just going to sweep back, and you're just going to look over your shoulder towards your hand. Now what's interesting here about having the chair is you're trying to keep your hips still in contact with the chair, so it avoids doing this. And the benefit of that is it allows you to really get into the middle back. It's just gentle, and then bring it to the front. Okay, and again. So this chair is just giving you a little bit of body awareness, extra awareness of how your body's moving through space. Breathe in, breathe out, and bring it to the front. You may find by having this reference point, you are a little bit more limited with your range of motion. And you know what? That's okay, because what this is doing, it's allowing you to actually be in the right position. So we're just exploring, we're just waking up the body and moving the body intelligently. So we're trying to get the right muscles and the right joints having the correct articulation. Just one more time, nice and gentle to keep the breath smooth, and come back to that centre position. Okay, now the hands come down. You can have a straight leg if you want, but I still want you to have this awareness here with the contact with the chair. Bring both hands to the back of your head, and then one hand is going to come down. Now, from here, keeping this contact, this elbow is going to come towards this kind of hip or this part of the corner of the chair. So you're just going to keep the length here between the ribs and the hips, almost like you're looking at it, and you get a little bit of a stretch on the back of the shoulders. Breathe in. And then from here, very important, you keep that length. Okay, so I'm not slumping here, I've actually got that length. And then I'm going to ease back and open. So it's a really nice back opener, a little bit mid-back. And let's do that again. So I'm going to come down, come across. I'm thinking almost like rib to hip, bringing that across, keeping that length here. Nice little stretch you might feel at the back of the shoulders. And then open. Try to keep the breath nice and smooth. Let's do one more of these, okay? And again, you're just easing, you're just being a little bit curious, just easing and waking up range of motion, all those little small articulations that can get very tense, and open up, okay? Bring the arm down and repeat on the other side. So this hand comes here to the side of your head, and then lift up, keep the hips in contact, keep the distance here, so the setup's important, and then you're just going to ease forward. And you may well find that you've got more articulation on one side than the other, and that's okay. I'm definitely a little bit more strict on this side. Open up a little bit so you get a nice opening here. Keep breathing nice and smooth. Now these movements are quite subtle. You don't have to do them in terms of big range of motions. This is where the body's really clever. We're just sort of waking up all those small little articulations, and the chair is helping us have that correct body awareness. This is our last one here. Good job. Okay, and then from here, come back and just repeat that. So come up here with the shoulders, roll them down, nice and loose. One more time. Here, up, round, and loose, loose, loose. Good. Okay, so I hope that feels a bit better. Bring the chair to a position where you can sit in it. So I'm going to change it this way so you can see. And then you're going to sit on the chair. Now sit forward for me and actually sit on your bum bones. So I'm not sitting back here, I'm actually sitting up here. Come back to this distance between the ribs and the hips. So you've really got a little bit of integrity here with the abs. Take a big deep breath in, gorgeous people. Stretch up tall. Distance between the earlobes and shoulders, so we're not scrunched, okay? And lift here. And then one hand comes down and just do a delicious, lovely diagonal stretch. So I want you to be heavy in this hip bone, okay? Just reach, reach, reach. The palm is facing to the ground, and the longest part of the body should be the middle finger on the hand that's above you. So really have integrity into that part of the body. Deep breath in, and then come back to a straight position. Check the alignment, add the other arm up, okay? So this arm comes down, reach first so you pre-lengthen, keep the length here, and then ease over, stretch. Okay, that palm slightly down to the floor. Imagine you're going down between two panes of glass. And the other thing just to be aware of here is that you want to make sure the hip and the knee is actually coming forward so you're not drifting over. So have energy going in that direction. Stretch into that arm and come back. Okay, now from here, take the arms up again and keep them above your head. So a little bit of work going here. And I just want you to tuck your tailbone under. All right, that's all that's happening. Imagine you've got a light here on your pubic bone and I'm shining it on a diagonal. Stretching up here with the arms. Now bring the hands down past your chins, scoot round here and just rest them on your knees. So distance between the earlobes and shoulders. Just check that you're not slumping here and sitting back, okay? It's actually lifting up and pulling back. So imagine you're coming over like a beach ball here. Breathe in, a little bit of core work, but also a bit of mobility in the back, and then stretch up nice and tall again. So you come back to that length. So the hands drift past your face. As they come towards your knees, you tilt your tailbone under. So see if you can get the sequencing right here. Tilt the tailbone under and then do a little delicious ease back. Think about there being distance from the pubic bone to the sternum, but you're creating distance that way. Got a beach ball here coming round. A little bit of distance and relaxation in the shoulders. Deep breath in and then breathe out and then ease up again. Stretch the arms up and then come here. All right, now from here, take this arm out to the side, thumb to the floor. This hand is going to come just to the back of the neck and your palm is actually facing you very gently. Now, what I'd like you to do, keep this hand extended and you just with your eye line going to look down towards, very gently in your own time, underneath your armpit, okay? So you get a little bit of a stretch on the back of the neck. Check that you've got the distance here between the ribs and the hips with your, what I call my WalkActive global greeting. Now, if you feel comfortable with the hand that's stretched out and reaching to the floor, I want to imagine that you're turning on a tap. So you're going to turn the hand one way and then the other. okay? And it's a bit of a stiff tap, so you've got to go all the way around with the hand and all the way around back. And what you get is really nice, delicious kind of stretching action at the back of the shoulder. It's really quite nice if you've been doing a lot of keyboard work. One more time. Good. Okay, release that. Come back to a center position. How was that, all right? Take the arms up so we get that alignment again. Stretch here. This arm comes down, thumb to the floor, and this one just rests gently at the back of the neck. Now, in your own time, keep that finger of length and then just ease gently to look underneath that armpit, okay? So keep this arm back. If this feels comfortable, and we can start to turn on the tap here with this hand. If you just feel, you know what, today this is good enough for me, that's absolutely fine. Listen to your body. But just, if you're using the hand, try to explore how much you can rotate the hand round. It's really like turning that tap, but energize the fingertips. Feel a little bit of a stretch in the back of the shoulder, and then ease that off. Come back to a center position, you all right? Stretch up nice and tall, and we're going to roll down. So the hands are going to come past your face. Tilt that tailbone under, and as you come around, notice I've got a really nice scoop here. And I'm going to walk the hands gently, gently, gently down to a position that feels comfortable for me, and you're going to do it that feels comfortable for you. So let the head be relaxed. Let the shoulders be relaxed. So you're kind of momentarily really relaxing this forward position. Your bottom is still heavy, and you may find actually you're just in this position. So just listen to yourself, whatever feels right. So from here, right now the shoulders are relaxed and the head is relaxed, and you've got communication probably between your tummy and your thighs. And what I'd like you to do is actually pull up through your abdominals. So you're trying to create as much space as possible between the thighs and your belly. So this is a really nice whole back mobility exercise. So really pull up, almost like feel like your abdominals are having to do a bit of work here. That's important. So pull up, pull up, pull up. And then just ease down. So let your body relax and allow it to be supported by your thighs. And notice that you may be able to come a bit further. Let's do that 2 more times. So pull up, ease back. So almost like you get movement here in the lower spine. Feel how the stretch comes all the way through the spine. Drawing in through those abdominals. Check the distance between earlobes and shoulders. Deep breath in, and then just ease and allow your body to be supported by your thighs. And just note, can you go a little bit further? Okay, one more time. So tuck the tailbone under, ease. Feel maybe how your body's giving you a little bit more each time. Also just be aware of the distance between the earlobes and shoulders, and then just ease back down. Okay, take a deep breath in for me, gorgeous people. And then you're going to ease up nice and gently and take your arms right above your head. Okay, now from here, what I'd like you to do, if you need to, we're going to bring this leg up onto the knee. If that feels a bit too much for you today, what you can do is just grab a cushion, have a little bit of extra height, and rest the foot here, okay? But the hips are square, the body is open, and you can be in this position or here with the cushion, your choice, okay? So lift up, keep that global greeting, one hand on the ankle, one hand on the knee, and instead of actually curling the spine down, we're now going to pivot, okay? So we're pivoting from the hips. Think about being really tall from the head, so visualize almost like you have a broom pole right up your back, and you want to keep that length all the way through. So just ease to the point. These are quite subtle. When you move your body correctly, you'll find that actually you don't necessarily need to move that much to actually feel like, yeah, I can feel that's where it's opening up. And that's where the intelligence is in your body. So just be mindful, be grateful, just have that awareness. Deep breath in, you're doing really well. You should feel a stretch maybe here on the outer hip, also in the lower kind of postural back muscles, which are quite difficult to isolate. Deep breath in and lengthen up as you come down. Now wrap your hands underneath this leg, lift it off because that takes the strain off your knee, and put it back down to the floor. Let's repeat on the other side. So this one is going to come up onto your knee or onto the cushion, your choice. Square with your body, keep the hips up here, so there's real discipline of how we're working this area. Take the arms up, and then one hand to the knee, one hand to the ankle. Keep that length and pivot from the hips so you ease forward. Now you may well feel that you've got more like ooh la 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 on one side than the other. So again, you don't need to judge, just maybe be aware. Having that body awareness is really, really helpful. So long through the body, deep breath in, and then ease back. Okay, Take the hands underneath that leg and lift it up. And we're going to repeat on the other side. So just lift it up one more time. Now, a little bit different here. If you want, what we're going to do from this tall position, one hand is going to come to the knee so we come across, and this is going to come down by your chair. Lift up tall, so we just have a really nice, delicious, little bit of an opening and rotation of the body. Think about the width of your shoulders. Deep breath in and breathe out. Come back to the center position. Take your hands, ease underneath again. So all this is opening up and creating mobility in the pelvis area. If you want to leave them on the cushions, that's absolutely great. You do what's right for you. Lift up again, stretch up nice and tall, and then opposite hand comes to this knee. Keep the height and then just ease back. If you have any concerns at all with your neck, make sure you lead with the torso and the head follows. So the sequencing really makes a difference to how your body responds here. Take a deep breath in and ease out, and then come back to a center position. Take the hands again, sleep underneath here. Good. Now, lovely people, hover the hands of happiness. I'm going to get rid of the cushion so you can see what I do. Some of you said that you can feel a lot of tenderness. It's quite common for us to be tenderness in the knees. So hover the hands of happiness, and as we go to stand up, we're going to do little full squats. Make sure the knees stay back. So we're going to come up. Imagine you have a laser beam in front of your knees, and those knees are not going to come any further forward than that. So the bottom goes back. We kiss that little chair and we come up. All right, so there's a lot more awareness of what's happening with the posterior chain of the body, i.e. your bum going back in that direction, rather than, so this is what I'm doing as now is wrong, rather than coming forward, because when we do that, that's a pressure in the knee. So weight in the heel pad one more time, and you'll feel how you're going to use your glutes, okay? How is that? Give that a go. Now, come around, last little bit. We're going to work into the hip flexors. So, put one leg up here, lift up nice and tall. Take the arm so you come back to that length and wrap it around that thigh. So same leg, same arm, wrap it around, and just explore that position so we're opening up into the hip flexors. I really love doing this. So important when we spend a lot of time seated down, these muscles get tight, and that affects our stride, our walking. Then we're just going to ease back, just opening up. And again, that same picture, that same visualization, they've got a light beam on your butt cheek, and you're shining up to the ceiling. So come forward, a little bit of a stretch in the hip flexors, are we okay? And then you're going to ease it back, lift that tailbone up, breathe in, and then out, just nice and smooth. We're just kind of waking up the body, nourishing the joints, and the more that we do this, the more the body gently responds. So there's no jerking movements, everything is smooth. And I promise by coming back and doing my morning moves of bodies regularly, and also actually coming back and repeating the exercises, so I like to set up a sequence, your body will actually respond to that as well, okay? So last one here, then take that up, lift up tall, so check you've got that alignment before you take the leg off, and then we sweat back and we put the other one on. So lift up, and again, nice and tall with the body. If this feels a little bit high, you can put it on a cushion, okay? Lift up, wrap the arms around that thigh. Come down, keep the thigh and the chest in contact, and in your own time just wriggle that foot back till you feel a little bit of a stretch in the hip flexor, and you're just going to ease it back and then come forward again nice and smoothly. And again, you may feel that you're a little tighter on one side than the other. You're just easing into the body, okay? How are we doing? Nice and smooth. Keep the breath going, opening up the hip flexors. Imagine that light, shine that tailbone up. One more time here, ease that bit of a stretch on the hip flexors as well, and then come back. So unfold, come back, and again, come back to the connection of lifting up here. Lift that foot off so we have good stability. Nearly done. Now come back. Remember how we started with our nice triangle stretch? Let's see how it feels. So take the feet back into that triangle, lift up. Do we feel a little bit taller? Do we feel like we've got that more connection with our body? Grow from the ankle joints, up and length between the knees, over the hips, all the way up, so we continue that lovely diagonal stretch. And then from here, people, come evenly onto all your toes, heels are up, I don't know if you can see with my pyjama bottoms, and lift the hips back, so keep the hip up as you go back. Light on each butt cheek, shine it up, be loud and proud. Elbows can be a little bit bent to begin with, and lift up through the bottom. Wriggle the feet back, so you want to be perpendicular from your feet, long through your spine. Okay, so you feel the length through the body, ease back. Think about the back being nice and straight, softness in the hands so the shoulder joints are open. Take a big deep breath in, appreciate the length in the side of your body. Shiny tailbone lights right up to the sky, maybe feeling a bit of a stretch. If you need to bend the knees, that's absolutely fine. You listen to your body, but you shine the tailbone up Deep breath in. Does that feel a bit easier than when we began? And then you're going to tuck the tailbone under, little walks in from here, and then from here, just tuck tailbone under, unfold. We're nearly there. You've done a brilliant job. How are you feeling? Stretch up tall. Remember to leave me a comment. Let me know how you're feeling after this. Take the arms out nice and wide. And very important, okay, are we ready, lovely people? Take the arms out wide and really appreciate the width that your body takes up today. So feel stretch from your left finger to your right finger, and then a little bend in the knees. You're going to wrap in and hug in that love. So you wrap the hands all the way behind the shoulder girdle. Let the chin come down a little bit and let the corners of the mouth rise up. Big deep breath in, breathe in. And breathe out. Good job. Unwrap those arms, and we've got the last big hug ready. So take the other hand on top so we create symmetry in the body. Hug that down, chin comes to your chest, little softness of the knees if you want. Let the elbows come down so you get a little extra delicious stretch of the upper body. Breathe in and breathe out. Get ready. We're going to send our love around the world after the count of 3. 1 and 2 and 3. Whoosh, it's gone. Thank you so much, lovely people. I really, really appreciate you coming today. This was Friday's Morning Instant Body Booster with a special focus on a desk stress reliever. So hopefully you should feel more mobile, especially around all your middle back, maybe your shoulders, around your neck as well. It's a really good thing that if you want to top and tail your day with, so come back and revisit this. And as I said, we were live streaming this on YouTube, so thank you so very much. You can catch it on my YouTube channel, Joanna WalkActive as well. So I'm going to be off for the weekend. Take good care of yourselves, people. Let me know how you're feeling, but I will be back bright and breezy all next week, Monday through to Friday, 8:25 British Summer Time, from my kitchen here, teaching you my morning instant body booster. And next week we've got a special focus on a donation week, if you'd like to do that, because there's so many of you said you'd like to make a donation for us all coming together. So that is going to be with DePaul UK. I'll do a post on that later on over the next day or so you can find out more information if you would like to support it. But in the meantime, lovely people, thank you so much. Take good care, be safe, enjoy your bodies, and you need to give yourself a great big pat on the back, and you've done brilliantly. Thank you so much. Take good care. Bye bye.